存ぞん人の何強制し象人外刃物の検体だ巨神高い命シャドウシャドウはパッパラパラ中身なき人間見せる期待不平等な人生才能もない大上非日常が母神平等に没個性た時を僕に居場所などないから夢のはずまで泣いてないでどんな顔すればいいか分かってるだけどまだ答えてくれ闇を払って闇を払って夜の帳が降りたら合図だ愛出して回る感情線ざれ言などは吐き捨て方まだ止めないでまだ止めないで誰よりも里がある街にいましこの正体を今はただ呪い呪われた僕の未来を想像して走って転んで消えない短大手は世界が待ってるこの一瞬を
I'll show you!
そうだなそうかもな
That's right. To start this reveal off with a bang, Gojo will be joining the fight in Anime Sparking Zero. I'm your new host, Togi, and without further ado, let's get into Gojo's kit. Gojo has a new type called Tanker. These types of characters have great tanking abilities to fight off strong and piercing attacks. On entrance, Gojo gains 350 more health, loses 40% knockback, and gains invincibility for 30 seconds, letting him tank attacks from the get-go. His first skill, Reversal Red, makes him shoot a red energy blast that takes a good chunk of damage and knocks back his opponent. His second skill, Lapse Blue, allows him to inflict 75 damage on contact and either drags the opponent closer or pushes the energy far enough to continue your combo. Lastly, Hollow Purple inflicts 100 damage and can deal massive damage up close. Now, let's talk about another one of his multiple new skills, Return. Return is a new ability that allows a character to revive after death for a second chance at winning. But for Gojo, it's more than that. Not only does he revive, he comes back at full power, becoming an invincible force for 20 seconds. On entrance, he gains infinite health, loses knockback by 10%, gains +3 move speed, and +1 jump height. Now here's something you haven't seen in the trailer. A new mechanic called Special Counter. Characters with a special counter can take damage and reflect it. But Gojo? He's a special case. His special counter is called Infinity, and it allows him to completely nullify damage and make all enemies take 20 damage instead. Also, one thing you did see in the trailer, Gojo's melee is completely different. While in full power after revival, he can use a special melee called Purple Blast. This lets him shoot hollow purples with no cooldown, inflicting 30 damage and recoil damage every time it lands. Now, Gojo only has one skill in this state, and it's big: Domain Expansion Infinite Void. This activates a brand new mechanic called Domain. Characters with a domain can change the battlefield to their advantage, turning the tide of the fight for a specific amount of time. For Gojo, his Domain Infinite Void causes everyone to take 20 damage infinitely for 10 timer counts. And when the awakening ends, Gojo gains 100 more health, loses 20% knockback, and gains invincibility for 5 seconds, giving him the perfect setup to make his return count. With all the information about Gojo, you could say he's a pretty tanky and dominant character to have on the battlefield, so I highly suggest using him when he releases. For the second part of the Strongest campaign, we made sure to come in with a bang, with a special performance from Eve featuring the Jujutsu Kaisen opening, and of course, the big character reveal. But that's not all. We've got one more thing before we wrap up Volume 2 of the Reveals and Stuff, the Strongest Campaign Edition. Take a look. As you've seen, you can now team up with other players and face a powerful boss in a new game mode called Raid. You might be asking, what is Raid? Well, it's a brand new game mode that lets players team up to fight an extremely powerful boss. And the boss of this raid, Sukuna. The win conditions are simple: defeat Sukuna. But the lose conditions? Just as simple. If even one player dies, it's game over. So be careful out there. I hope you guys enjoy this new game mode, and without further ado, here's some gameplay. And with that wraps up Volume 2 of the Reveals and Stuff, the Strongest Campaign Edition. We showed a bunch of exciting content today, starting off with the live performance from Eve, then the huge character reveal, introducing the new tank type, Gojo, with a bunch of powerful new abilities, and lastly, the brand new raid game mode. All of the information you're seeing right now will be released later today at 5 p.m. I hope you guys are ready, and we'll see you in the next reveals. Bye!